Just have to remember to clear my throat when I wake up.
Yep. Um, so Melvin, do you think you still need to bring up the Barbender stuff where it's personally I view it as you just taking on more employees and a co-owner.
Yeah, yeah, because I didn't. I thought that yeah, that's basically what it's going to be. So
Okay.
I will just I assume I will just bring that up on Monday after I fully talk the numbers with Kate as well, on how everything is being merged as far as that. Because I would rather have we had the first meeting of it today, talking about it, um, and I'd rather have everything hammered out before we officially move forward with it.
Okay. Well, I mean, if it's just you like instating stuff there for a co-owner, that has to go through the mayor's office.
I gotcha.
Um, so that would
Good
just
luck
have to
with
go
that.
there, and it's not. It wouldn't be an expansion or anything. It's literally just um, taking on more employees and a co-owner.
Signing some
Well,
paperwork.
yeah, and I can just honestly, I could probably just tack that on to the back end of Monday's meeting as well.
That can work.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Rufus and Lynn are not
Lynn.
showing up tonight, at least as of right now. Let me see.
So we need to follow up on, the companies and expansions that we've approved to make sure that they've like actually gone through the mayor's office, because at least 3 of the ones that we've approved in the past month have not even been touched
Yeah,
that we know of.
that we know of. Yep.
Even though 2 of them we have like talked to people and gotten the ball rolling on them. So I think Nikki Splits is the only one that hasn't been brought up because we only found out about that one like an hour ago.
Um, let's see. I think someone mentioned to me that they talked with Beakers to tell them that they still have to meet with the mayor's office about the co-owner thing. I think.
I told them that.
Okay, yes. Okay, it was you. I couldn't quite remember
Okay.
who. I was like, I'm pretty sure someone said this. Okay, so I'm just kind of looking back through the investigations. So, gladiators hopefully will be taken care of soon. Tag sent a message and said he would. Um, let's see.
I still haven't heard anything back on the lodge, so I think we add that to the list that if we don't hear anything by Monday, we officially declare that one abandoned.
That's been said literally every meeting for the past 3 meetings.
Well, we've been
I
waiting
would like
for
to know.
like a couple.
We've been trying to get in contact with them and establishing who would get in contact with them, but now like contact has been attempted, nothing has been said. Uh, we're setting a final deadline.
Okay,
Also,
we'll
other
see.
people are allowed to drag their feet. I'm exercising my right to do it as well. Basically, at this point.
That's fair. Carry on.
But yeah, do you guys agree with that like deadline?
Yeah, I think the other one that hasn't. Well, Crane, do you know if Bo has tried to get in contact with the Senate about the ammunition?
Ammunition?
Because I know
Yep,
you
the
told him that he
active
has to
discussion
talk
is
with them.
ongoing.
Okay, good,
Yep.
good. I just wanted
So
to make sure
that
at least that was moving forward too.
yeah, that's making progress. We're taking care of all the things we need to as far as my end and the Senate and everything. So it's an active
Good.
ongoing conversation.
Okay. I think that's it because I saw that Fast as Fuck announced that they finally got ownership of that today,
That's good.
and
Yeah.
Esme said that she was giving the money to Mimi for the expansion for CDC. The winery, that thing was on hold, pending the stuff.
Yeah. Do we know if Cunningham has had a chance to meet with Barry or Tag yet? I know he was still looking at the beginning of this week.
No idea. We'll also need to remind people. Well, this is another thing for the mayor's office. We'll also have to remind people with situations such as barbenders about needing to meet with the mayor's office to set up how they are going to pay their taxes. Because if they do not have an automatic withdrawal, they either have to have the mayor's office set up an automatic withdrawal for the proper tax amount, or they have to set up alternative payment methods of paying taxes. Barbenders being an example, because we were talking about it earlier. They do not have a government instated bank account for the business. It's just a joint account, which does not have it set up. So they would have to meet with the mayor's office to figure out how much in taxes they're going to owe, either weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, that sort of thing, and set up payment times so that people are not going to get caught out for tax evasion.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to do that.
Nope. At least not willful. If everyone's trying to, set it up and the hang-ups at the mayor's office, then it's not, then you have defense against it and it's not your fault. Okay, so in the emails in the City Hall, discussion section, I am putting a link to the business registry that I did up again, just in case people lost it in the other one. And we can go in there and basically go down the list, starting alphabetically, because I have all of the current businesses in there that I know of listed alphabetically on here, and we can discuss them one at a time and decide whether we want to allocate them the option.
Sorry, by the way, just a quick note for the business committee, Jack Riker might not be eligible for ownership of Beakers, which I will also communicate to the mayor's office.
Was it
What did
Jack?
we
I thought it was
do?
Frenchie.
It's from what I was told, it's Jack Riker and Larry French, but Jack Riker, from what I'm seeing here, may have a gang association tag in his NDT profile.
Doesn't surprise me.
So I will get that clarified with PD on what that is. But for your reference, and I will, like I said, communicate it with the mayor's office. He might not be eligible.
Is it Pirates MC by any chance?
Yes.
Okay,
MC
'cause
is a motorcycle
I didn't think-
club.
Sorry,
Could you
Crash,
speak
I can't
up?
really hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Pirates MC, they're motorcycle enthusiasts. They're not
Not
like
a-
a criminal organization.
Gotcha. Okay. So then, then potentially ignore me. Like I said, I'll clarify with
Okay.
PD.
I don't see him listed as a potential owner anyway. The only ones that I could find were Tony Zappetti and Maddie Summers. Tony has abandoned the business, and Maddie apparently stepped down to give Frenchie the ownership in the interim.
Well,
That's
what
the
I've
last
been,
information I got, I think.
well, what I was told yesterday, I think. Nope, Monday. Was it Monday? What I was told when I talked to them, whatever day it was that it'd be Larry French and Jack Riker as owners. So I guess that's a point of clarification that they'll need to have whenever that meeting does happen. But
Okay. Well, I mean, that'll be a mayor's office thing, I suppose.
well, technically,
Well,
actually,
the owners-
it'll go to you first, likely, because while the ownership does need to be clarified by the mayor's office, you guys still also have to issue their license, which you can't do until that is clarified. So.
Ah.
Sorry. That's
All
I
right,
had.
so I've got a section for business class tier, and it's got 3 options: business permit, vendor permit, or the business license. Since we will not be issuing business licenses, we'll just be dealing with the other 2. And then if business owners want to or have to apply for a business license, that is their responsibility to apply for that with the mayor's office. We can, however, give recommendation for those, for certain ones if we want. But at the end of the day, it will be the owners of those businesses that want it to apply for it. So I guess now we just kind of discuss and figure out if we want to offer them a vendor permit or a business permit to begin with.
Oh, sorry. Another note. Sorry, I'm getting live updates.
Okay.
The Senate is approving the so those who have general criminal records, they will be paying more for their licensing and registration fees.
Okay. Do they have
Currently,
any idea
the-
how much more it will be? Like, is it percentage based or will it just be like a flat?
I will have those numbers in there in a couple of minutes. I think it's a percentage based, but I don't want to give you the wrong information. So I'll just
Okay.
I'll have the document updated here in a little bit.
What's a criminal record? Like, are we talking like traffic violations, or are we talking like
Anything
violent felonies?
anything basically above traffic violations.
Okay, all right.
Tim, did you make this entire chart?
I did, yes.
Hot diggity damn!
Yeah, I'm
Tim is
looking at it
excellent
right
with
now.
spreadsheets.
This is this is
I'm
intense.
I'm extremely impressed. You looking for a job?
I might be trying for a city clerk next term, so I'm not on any committees or any like deciding board. I'll just do paperwork. I'll just fucking make sure it's recorded and filed.
I do need a clerk.
So yeah, there's just a little drop down that we can, push around whenever we decide. I just had placeholders in there while I was messing with it. As you can see, I've got defunct ones in there from when I previously had things in there.
I was gonna say, when I first looked at this chart, there was a list that showed all the owners and stuff,
Yes,
and
that's still there.
then, but I don't see it anymore. I don't
You
know.
hit the plus.
There's a
next
there's
to
a
the
plus sign
business
over the
name.
B.
Yeah, it's over the B column,
Oh.
so you can hit that. There you go.
Oh, I
Because you
see,
don't
okay.
necessarily need to see that in the straight overview. Like, depending on what department is using this or looking at it for information, I figured that would be just information that you could, like, pull up when you need to, but you could put it away for ease of, like, looking at it and stuff.
Oh, but you only have one owner for each of these.
Nope. If you hit the little plus buttons on the left-hand side by each business, you can drop that down.
Holy hell!
Yep. I've also been slowly adding in any like pertinent notes. and such like, too.
Yeah, for some reason I can't hit that plus.
Uh,
That's fine though.
hold on. I had it under protected permissions, so I didn't accidentally fuck it up while I was doing stuff. I'll fix the protected ranges later, because it should just be a protected range. Maybe you just need to use the new link. Maybe I sent an old one that was just a viewer. Because I just put a new one in the thing there.
I
Yeah, it
see,
should have a
I
little
see.
pop-up, be like, do you want to edit this? And then don't show up for 5 minutes and it'll let you do stuff. I just did that so people didn't accidentally, like, hit stuff if they didn't want to.
Okay.
All right, so first up, Bahama Mamas. Either a vendor permit or a business permit. They can apply for a business license if they would like to upgrade if we decide to offer them a business permit. Based on the criteria of the new guidebook, they definitely do not fall under a vendor permit. I feel if legislation is passed to mandate that people come into compliance for license type with how they're operating the business, they would technically fall under a business license. So for now, might
we,
as well go as a business permit.
Yeah,
'Cause it's the
because
highest we can
don't they have to apply for a business license with the mayor's office?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely think business permit for them.
Yeah, that's my opinion on that one.
All in favor?
I'll raise my hand to that one because they're definitely not a vendor because they're a bit bigger than a vendor.
Yeah. All right, business permit for uh, them. Bahamas.
All right, barbenders.
Well, then I guess this would answer my question going forward. I would actually like to uh, do that as a business permit.
Well, you do have your own office for it, so
Yeah, I mean, I have my office, filling out the ranks, and we've definitely got the rapport with the businesses to be able to keep the business more afloat than, honestly, more than I originally thought so.
Mm. And the vendor permit would not let you have like would not allot you the ability to like have a commercial property, which you do have.
Yeah.
And the have the amendments gone in yet? I didn't look. I'm sorry. Have the amendments gone in yet about the ability to choose either a like paychecks or a commercial property for
It hasn't been
outside
put in there, but
Vespucci?
that has been approved.
Okay, okay. So you barbenders would still qualify as, let's see, under a business permit instead of the full business license. If you are still
Yes.
wanting to forego government paychecks, you could have the off Vespucci area.
No, I think we want to
Commercial
stick
space.
with the business permit. I don't believe that we want the accessibility to the to the services app at this time, at least, because most of our business is word of mouth.
All right, business permit. I will have to change the recurring license fee costs to update
Okay.
with the new because those are still the prices of the previous, not the new one coming down. I just have to
Gotcha.
change that. Actually, I could do that right now.
Oh yeah, Tag definitely told me the wrong price. He told me 5,000, so I paid 5,000.
For the answer for the other question though, with the how much more with people with criminal records paying, I believe it's going to be 50%.
okay.
Okay, that's not. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Vendor 25.
Yeah. I almost feel like on businesses like
50.
Bayview Lodge where we aren't quite sure if they're gonna like stay open or not, there should be like a pending option.
Green, blue, purple. Done. Yes.
And you said that Barry, I would just need to get with Barry on the amount that my tax rate would be and how that would be handled as far as that.
Yeah, taxes are certain rates right now. I don't remember if I read if the tax rates were going to be changing coming up, but I do know that there are base amounts with the mayor's office having the ability to raise taxes as they deem appropriate for the
Gotcha.
businesses. So that would be a discussion, I guess, with the mayor's office. Let's see. Bayview Lodge. I mean, that one would kind of have to be a. If they want to continue, if they came back and wanted to continue operations as they have it, they would have to apply for a business license,
Yes.
which, and I would offer them a business permit. so to
Yeah.
speak, but
We can list it as business permit for now and then just like take care of whatever
Mm.
come Monday.
Quick question, Tim. You have the recurring license fee cost. I think you have that as the initial registration fee rather than the renewal fee.
you are correct.
Good catch.
I was sitting here looking at like 50,000 a month. Holy shit! I'm not charging enough.
10,000. 25.
Which reminds me,
Oh wait, 25. Wait, 25. All right, I fixed that. So yeah, that one's up in the air pending the investigation. It's almost guaranteed that one and Costello are probably gonna go in the
yeah.
tank. I'm still willing to vote on Costello tonight when we get to it, if we want. And then we can have
Yeah.
Lynn and Rufus mail in their votes.
Well, Lynn did say that in the emails that he hasn't heard back from them, and that was kind of
Yeah.
also one of the cutoffs.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll vote on that one when we get to it then. Let's see. Bean Machine. I will say I am planning to apply for a business license. Now, whether the rest of the committee feels like I should be offered a vendor license or a business permit, that is up to you, and then I will apply for whichever upgrades and levels I feel like I need. So that's up to you three.
I mean, I think that you'd be up for a license.
Yeah.
You definitely, I believe that you definitely have the overhead to be able to cover it, as it wouldn't be that much of a kick, too much of a hamper for you.
I mean, in between
Um,
you, me, Damien, and DJ, like we
Well,
try to keep
and
doors open.
one thing I didn't really consider with kind of like with the business permit, compared to the vendor permit, was the different, I guess, levels of ranks that you guys have. I think that's one of those like, do you actually need the full 6 ranks, or would 4 do the job for you?
Well, I mean, it's also the main points that we need to also consider are: do they have a physical location? Are they located at Vespucci?
Oh,
And then
sorry,
do
that's
they
another
want
thing.
government paychecks and such?
That's actually going down to 5. I'm sorry. That's another thing. Thank you.
That's
for
going down
reminding
to
me.
5. Okay, okay.
Yep. Thank you for
Okay.
reminding me.
What's going down to 5?
Business slots
Yeah,
or
ranks.
employee rank
The,
slots.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
employee ranks. So you said if they have so the business license is also if they're in the services app as well, right?
Yes.
I will read it
Then-
off. Hold on.
I got you, and like that was why I asked, because I believe Bayview currently was on the services.
Yeah. Well, I
app.
mean, that's easy enough to remove or add.
Yeah.
So I'm not super worried about like us catering to their business
yeah,
operations
makes
so
sense.
much past like specific things. If they if there is a business that has a commercial property away from Vespucci, I pretty much am going to say they need to acquire a business permit at the minimum, because they do not fall under a vendor kind of thing. And then if they want more, they'll have to apply higher. But I don't really want to. Basically,
No, I
they
get what
have
you're
the
saying.
they have the locations, so they should have to pay the appropriate amount, I suppose.
Yeah,
That
and
makes
I just
sense.
looked. That is correct on the services app. Only business licenses get that. Others are down in the Vespucci area.
Yes. They will get paycheck, but not uh, service app access and stuff.
Gotcha. That makes sense. All right.
So should I list Bean Machine as a permit? The business permit? Because I will be applying
Yes.
after that. That'll just be on me. And if you'll notice, I made the colors of the recurring cost fees and the class tier to match.
I did see that. That makes it so much simpler.
Yeah. Okay. Beakers. I feel they are much more, much larger than a vendor.
Mhm.
I
They have their own location. and-
Yep, I would say offering them a business
Two of them.
permit. Once legislation comes in to have people or have businesses comply with or have like appropriate licensing, they
Mhm.
most definitely will have to apply for a business license, I believe, unless they decide to forego the paycheck for the offsite location. But that'll be up for them to decide.
Yes.
I will have to add a section for that, actually, into this spreadsheet. Because if that's going to be an option, I should probably add something to record which businesses have opted for a commercial property versus a paycheck. So we can keep track. Okay. That'll be a pin in my bonnet later. Crash, you good with offering Beakers a business permit
Yeah, sure. I mean,
versus a vendor permit?
oh yeah. A business permit, absolutely.
Okay. Blaze it. Blaze it. Vendor permit versus business permit. I feel they are definitely a larger business / corporation / enterprise than a vendor.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Melvin, how about you? If we're unanimous,
I agree as well. A
Okay,
business
I'll just
permit.
put a business permit. Biznit. Oh my god, I can't even talk now.
A business permit.
A business permit. Burger Shack.
I say business permit on that one as
I
well.
would say business
Yep.
permit.
I would say
well.
it'd have to be for that one. Boop. So who wants to collect 10K from Socks and the
I can do
It'll
that
be-
now. How much is it? 10.
no.
What is
Well,
it?
there's gonna, when we kick these back to the owners, they'll also have to pay the first licensing fee, right, Crane? As well? They're not just gonna get
The
grandfathered
registration
past
fee?
the cost?
Yeah, no, they will have to pay their registration fees as well.
Okay.
And I imagine wait, does Sox have a criminal record now?
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
Okay. Does the 50% also kick into the initial license cost as well as the
It's
reoccurring?
registration and renewal.
Holy hell.
Jesus.
Yeah, so she'd be paying 75K in
90,000.
registry, and then
Oh my
90,000 up
God.
front and 15,000 every month.
Oh my god.
Hey,
let's be
crime
real,
doesn't
that's
pay.
15 bags, okay? That's 15 bags.
90,000 is not 15 bags.
No, but the recurring fee is.
Okay, yeah, but 90,000 is a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say that 90,000 kick anybody.
No,
mean,
well,
I don't
that's
doubt
part
she
of the
has it, but-
yeah, I mean that's part of the thing. though.
Incentive.
It's to make it more of a investment, and it's instead of like the buy-ins and all that other stuff. So this one's been up in the air because I haven't really had the time to get the information on this. I know Butcher's Jerk Chicken was given the business okay as long as he had a food license.
Mhm.
He has never had to pay a fee before, so tracking him down for this might be a little bit more difficult.
And he doesn't have a set location.
Well, no, that's what I mean. I'm feeling vendor permit for him
So
Yes.
wait, did he apply for this?
for a business license or a
Yeah.
business. Yep.
Yeah. Has he
He put
applied
in
for
an
this?
application and everything quite a while ago,
Okay.
and it
alright.
was
Mhm.
okayed. But because he didn't have a paycheck or other stuff, he
A location. Yeah.
yeah, he was allowed to operate with just like a food license because the previous system didn't have something that fit a business that small. So he's got his his ability to sell the food and other stuff like that, but he's more mobile. So I think he would
Yeah.
fall under the vendor permit.
I was gonna say vendor
I agree
permit.
with that.
Yeah.
I agree.
The amendments have been put in.
And I'm going to also put in for tax rate for him because I definitely don't think Butcher's Jerk Chicken has a government issued bank account. So I'm going to pin in there that the tax rates would have to be by appointment with the mayor's office. And I don't know his last name. I just put Butcher. I don't think his full name was on the business proposal. But everybody knew who he was.
Yeah. We at least have a phone number.
Yeah. All right. Costello Bags. This is to the vote. Do we vote to close this non-operational business that has been left in limbo for months?
Yeah.
Yes.
Due to inactivity and lack of moving forward and flip-flopping on sourcing ideas, and then also just
Have to
no
resubmit
communication.
a business proposal.
Yes. All right. Everyone that votes in favor of closing the business as is, raise your hand. My hand's up. All right. Those in favor of continuing to give them a chance to open the business, raise your hand. Okay, as it is right now, the sitting members have voted to close Costello Bags. Let me just put that into the investigations.
Oh, that's right. You can swear. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That would make us get up out of our chairs, right?
Yeah, it definitely will. Yeah, it definitely does.
To have that business closed, Jackson, would that be a mayor's office or would that be a Senate responsibility to get that closed and off of the
So,
services app and stuff?
Senate. Just let me know everything being closed, and I will pass it along.
Okay.
See. And next would be Cirque du Chic, and I think that one's clearly another business permit.
Sorry, did we already pass Costello?
Costello was.
We've been talking about it for
voted
10 minutes, man.
to be
I'm
stricken.
sorry, I was deep in thought.
Yeah, we voted on whether or not
To
we
close
wanted
it.
to
What would you
close
like your
it,
vote to
and
be? I just put by majority because it was three votes to close the business due to inactivity and abandonment. With the caveat that if they wish to try to open the business again in the future, they would have to resubmit a business application for approval for a license.
Did Lynn come back with info on whether or not she had somebody else lined up to take over the business?
They did not at the time have anybody lined up. They said they might, or they think they might have someone. No names, no answers, and then it's been
and
over
then
a
he
week
messaged
again.
this morning
Yeah.
or yesterday saying that they still had not contacted him on that, and
Yeah, it had
we
been
had
about a
our
week.
cutoff limit.
All right then.
So would
So
you like to
bump
vote?
that up to 4 votes?
I mean, yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, for clarity, I wanted you to say whether you voted to close or to try to give them another chance.
Yeah, just close it.
Okay.
Hey, there he is.
Hey.
How's it going, Lynn?
Oh, living the dream. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. We've been going through the businesses to see whether or not we wanted to give them a vendor's license or a business permit. And we just voted to close down Costello's because you said we hadn't heard anything back on them.
Yeah, what I heard from her still didn't really warrant keeping it open, to be honest.
Yeah,
At least in my
no.
opinion.
Yeah.
If she was going to do something with it, I feel she would have done something with it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave her plenty of time.
In any other instance, we'd just make a new owner and put in a proposal anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cirque du Chic. I would definitely say business permit. And then if they would like to pursue a full business license, which they may have to eventually anyway, that will be their responsibility. How do you feel about being offered a business permit, Lynn?
Yeah, that definitely sounds like it fits to me.
Okay. Based on our, allowances and our ability to divvy out. I know you haven't been able to be here. I don't know how well you've been able to look over the business charter, but business committee, we are able to offer vendor permits or business permits if a business wants a full business license and the perks that come with it, they need to apply through the mayor's office.
Yeah, I was reading over that.
Okay. I just wanted to go
earlier
over
this
in
week.
case you didn't have the chance to, because I know you've been busy. Permit. Dynasty 8. This is a weird one. Because you guys never operate out of your building. I know you have a building. If you guys get rid of that building, technically they could just apply for a vendor license.
They also get paychecks though, so
Yeah, but if they wanted to give it up, they could. I would
was gonna say,
definitely
we also
say
have
a
services.
business permit. It's more for the joke of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If they truncated certain perks, they could fall under a vendor permit. But
technically, yeah.
yeah, technically. But I would initially, my opinion would be to offer them a business permit.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Nolan?
Oh, great. Sorry.
And Lynn, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that assessment as well.
I feel like they'll probably go for a business license anyway, because one, they have the overhead, two, that, you know, it depends on how much they value the services app, honestly. Because
God,
I
I
know,
want to get rid of that thing.
well, I meant for you guys for accessibility for customers. I wasn't sure how much D8 valued that, because I know most of the real estate agents actually, you know, just post online.
Crane,
social
what
media.
would we have to do to get rid of that service app?
Get rid of the services app
Yeah.
completely?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, or just for your business?
Hack the
No,
phones.
get rid of the whole service app.
You have no idea how bad I want to.
I want it gone as well. I'm tired of people texting me, "Are you open?" Just fucking come in.
Wait, you're listed as.
I mean, they
open
would
and
do that.
They text
They
you?
would just get
Yes,
your
they
phone
still-
number at that point and just text you even more. Like, more people would message you without the services app, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with that. But like then there's a reason. But like if you
True.
see
Yeah.
Rising Sun open, like don't text me and ask me if we're open. Just come on down.
I got to do that with Paradise. You know, I got to be like, hey, you guys actually open, or you guys just open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's- I
like
think
with Paradise, they'll clock in and then go wandering around and they say, "Hey, call us if you want a car. We're out and about."
I can tell you at night if Paradise is open, their employees are at Rising Sun.
Oh, absolutely.
Jesus.
Which might be a problem in itself, and I know Pra's real bad about that.
Yeah.
In general, but
Yeah, last night I was pointing out to Miss Costello. I was like, he doesn't work here. He's standing on his car inside the bay. He doesn't work here. He's hanging out. He doesn't work here. He's hanging out. We had more people just hanging out than actual employees and customers.
well, you're the place to be. You should be proud of that.
Oh, I am. I just
Well, I mean,
it's
if
just
they
it's just strange to me, you know.
Yeah, it gets a little crowded sometimes.
they complain that Bean Machine's too far out to hang around, and then all of them hang around the
2
shop.
blocks away at Rising Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem over there is that they'll just park inside and take up your bays.
Yeah, look, if I'm
Not all-
there to
not all
hang
of them,
out,
some of them I see them
then I'll at
park in
least
the bay.
park in the garage or out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, it's definitely not all of them, but I
Yeah.
do see some of them park in the
You know
bays
who
and just kind of.
you know who the biggest culprits are of that? Cops.
Well, yeah. True. That's when it's like, God, can someone go rob a store to get these fucks out of my garage?
Exactly.
go tear up your car, give me more money.
All right. I had FAA on here because I was creating this spreadsheet before the whole schmozzle with
Mhm.
FAA. So I just changed it to government status. I
I assume if it's
believe-
government status, I assume that the
Yeah.
building would be owned.
well, I mean, I also don't think they need a
A
business
permit or
license
yeah.
if they're a government. Crane, can you call out?
Do they get paychecks?
Clarify.
They do.
If they're a
Um,
government agency, do they need to get a business permit or
no,
any kind of thing?
but hold off on that because they might be becoming a business again.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh Jesus!
What happened this time?
They were told some information by the Senate before their Senate hearings were completed, essentially. So yeah,
Like the whole
that-
business was instated as a federal thing when Denny had control of it in the beginning.
well, so no. So they were never federal. They kept calling themselves federal. They were a state agency.
Then why did the Senate
initially-
initialize the damn thing when they passed it? Because Senate has the
No,
final
no,
say
no.
on the
They
business
were-
things.
they were a state agency? It was the FAA was saying they were federal. They
No,
were
in
instituted as
in their business proposal, they even said like as a federal,
I'm
agency.
aware. Nope,
Yeah.
I'm very aware. But when we went through the approval, because I worked with Sky with the government to get them started in the first place, they were instituted as a state agency. That is it, regardless of what the business license initially said. They were instituted as a state agency. They called themselves a federal agency, whether they just decided to not listen to us or they just decided to do it on their own.
Difference, probably.
Yeah. But this time, it is indeed a error of the Senate. They were instructed one thing, and from my understanding, there may be discussion about undoing that. Not on any fault of their own, just it is there's differing opinions at that level. So
Well, we know that much.
yeah, to be determined. I will try to facilitate that conversation as soon as possible to get them some clarity.
All right. So right now
But,
I've just got them under government status, and I've got NA under it.
Oh my God.
Wow!
Oh,
Jesus
Holy
Christ!
Holy
shit.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it wasn't
that
me
fun.
this time.
I'm so sorry. Here, I got baby.
Sarah, do you need a
you
lawyer?
you actually
God.
didn't hit me that hard. To
What?
be honest.
No, there's no
What-
shot.
No,
what-
these
Defeating,
chairs
I
are tough.
guess.
No, trust
you
me, these
got
chairs are tough.
rocked,
These-
Clara.
These chairs are
Yeah,
tough.
I mean, I barely felt a thing. I'll be honest.
You sure about that? Because you
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, like, I don't want to be insulting, but you could say he hits like a girl.
I mean, you fucking
It's-
ricocheted.
I'm telling you, the chairs are they're really tough. Those chairs will eat punches. Someone may or may not have been shot in that chair, not that chair, but like at that chair right there at the end, and you'd be surprised how many bullets they took before they fell out of it.
Damn. Okay.
Impressive.
Well,
Are these things bulletproof?
Not bulletproof, but they'll feel bullet resistant.
look, they're
Armored.
they're Herman Miller chairs. Okay, they can take a lot of abuse.
Okay, but was it
my
an
emotions.
S&S pistol? Because if so, I'm calling shenanigans.
Nah, it was a PD Glock.
Oh
Oof.
shit!
Well, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, it was a
Um,
state-sponsored execution.
All right. So I've just got them under government status right now. We
Yeah,
can-
yeah.
Like I said, everything on this list is a drop down. So as things are updated, can literally just like boop and update things easily. Okay, so we'll go down to Gateway Motors.
I think that one's another obvious business permit.
Yeah,
Business.
there's-
You got me doing it now.
Ha 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 ha.
Business
Business.
permit.
I got the business.
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 Business. I like that one best.
This is what happens when we get tired. Okay. Or when I get tired. I start shit. Okay. Gateway business permit.
Do we want to, due to time, do we want to come to a?
Oh yeah, we don't need to go through
halfway?
all of it right now. We can.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
figured we'd keep going until people wanted to be like, "Get me the fuck out!"
Yes, I'll
Oh.
say we're about halfway through it.
Look, we actually got through quite a bit, and then I can do the thing. Once this is done, we can start contacting the different owners, and letting them know what business class tier license we are wanting to offer them. It is their responsibility once the business charter is released to read that. So hopefully they will do so and understand which, criteria is for which status, I guess. Oh, God. And then it'll be on them. Currently, the mandate is not in place for coming into compliance with the different sections, so shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. And then as we speak to owners, as they agree to different licenses, we can collect the initial licensing fees and then the first recurring fee.
The initial fee, who does that get paid to the mayoral cabinet? Like to
It would have to
bury
go
our
to City
tag?
Hall, I believe, the same as.
No.
Oh, does it not?
The registration fee goes to the Department of Justice. The renewal fees will go to City Hall.
Okay.
Okay.
That's for clerical reasons. That is because the Department of Justice is the power that issues licenses, technically.
Oh, okay. Do
The different bodies of government, as far as the executive, you guys are technically the authorizing party.
okay.
Right.
So,
So will they be collecting those fees themselves, or will we still be doing that?
We will be, yeah, we can collect those. I will give you guys the name of our business account, quote unquote business account.
Okay.
This is the state account, that they can send it to directly, and we'll be able to transfer it. Or if they go to a bank and transfer it directly into the account, it will actually list who the person is that is actually transferring it as well. So it's a method of tracking exactly that as well for
okay.
transpondency's sake.
Okay, so that would be the registration fee needs to be paid to the judiciary or your side of things,
Yep.
and then
And renewals are
the
paid to the
renewals
mayor's office.
go to the mayor's office. Okay, so we will have to tell them to meet with the mayor's office and the judiciary office. Or
Well, no, they don't need to meet with us. They can just send it to us,
Well,
and
yeah.
we will confirm.
Do
Do-
you
d-
have that account set up already?
Yep.
So that we could.
Isn't it the one they
what is
pay
that?
to for fees for like open court and stuff? Was it the one that
E-
malpractice had them
Lawyer,
had that
Yes,
one
indeed.
person pay?
Yep.
Okay. Does City Hall have a similar one or no?
They do.
Okay.
No, they do.
Okay, so they could just direct pay there too. Okay.
They could, yes.
Well, good.
Is the City Hall one just City Hall?
Let me check. Hold on. Let me pull City Hall's bank records.
If the judiciary one does not get changed to being called COC, I will be disappointed. You have to pay money to Cock for contempt of court.
Get out. Just get the fuck out.
Perfect. Meeting adjourned.
And that is recorded in video.
I did it. Yep, it is. I'm not ashamed. All right.
Okay, you and Shame live in separate zip codes.
Yep.
Yes, it should be City Hall based on what I'm seeing in this account.
One word.
Yep, one word. City Hall's pretty up good right now.
Well, good.
It's very good from last time I heard.
I might
Well,
have
after
enough
Seth-
money here for an expansion on the space program.
Well, I mean, after Seth regathered and put all the fucking money back,
Hey, you should talk to Brandon Lee about that space program.
2 million stolen. Meanwhile, Seth had over 5 million stashed away in different spots outside of City Hall.
Yep, see? Criminal.
And that information came from Floor.
All right.
It's a good thing he's in the ground.
Other than that, are we good to adjourn for the day?
All right, and we will pick up at
Yeah.
Junk Energy. Will be the next one when we pick up next meeting.
Oh, definitely Visa.
Vendor only.
Vendor for junk.
You lose everything. Whoa!
Holy
Yes.
crap.
So you can't make that joke.
I would like to state it that I'm sitting inside the courthouse. I had nothing to do with anything.
Oh my God.
That.
I have not
Okay.
left